Prison islands, fairy godmothers, and teenagers on a mission? The Descendants films have all that we love in a Disney Channel original film. The series is a cult favorite, and we're sure everyone has binge-watched the musical comedies at least a few times. But did you catch everything in the films? Here are a few Easter eggs or things you might have missed while watching the Descendants films. First up, Genie Jafar makes an appearance. Naturally, in a movie about the children of Disney villains, we're bound to have some appearances from our favorite, or least favorite, villains. One such appearance was made in the first installment of The Descendants in 2015. Remember the 1992 classic Aladdin? Genies, tigers, and a terrifying villain. Jafar, the tall, bony, wicked magician plotting against Jasmine and the Sultan to take over his throne. Descendants feature Jafar's son Jay, who is on a mission to free his father from the prison island. Jafar makes himself a split-second appearance during the song Rotten to the Core. As the song plays, there's a shot of Jay descending, haha, get it? A ladder, and he lands right in front of a poster featuring his evil dad as a genie. Do you remember the climax of Aladdin where Jafar becomes an evil genie? This blink and you miss it moment is a fun little reminder of where Jay comes from. So, you miss Maleficent? Just watch the Descendants films. If you're a true Disney fan, who isn't, you remember Maleficent, the evil fairy and villain in Sleeping Beauty. Plus, you don't even need to be a Disney fan to remember Angelina Jolie in her blood red lipstick and black leathery horns. Well, if you like the malicious character, you will love the Descendants, as there are nods to Maleficent in both Descendants and Descendants 2. Maleficent's daughter Mal is one of the main characters in Descendants. In the first movie, we see references to the evil fairy through fridge magnets. Yes, fridge magnets on the Wicked Air fridge. The letters on the fridge spell out fools and revenge. Remember Maleficent roaring fools in Sleeping Beauty? It gave many of us nightmares as kids. The entire plot of Sleeping Beauty is centered around Maleficent's revenge, so these two words seem to allude to Mal's mom. Another shot of the fridge reveal a few more magnets referring to her, including her Raven Diablo and a spinning wheel, like the glowing green neon spinning wheel in Sleeping Beauty. It's so exciting to notice these little nods to OG Disney, isn't it? Maleficent's contributions to the films don't end there. She literally turns into a lizard at the end of the first movie, and makes another appearance in the second. No, not in her black cape and horns, but as a purple lizard Mal is keeping as a pet in a terrarium. Although there was a minor discrepancy. The lizard in the first movie is green, not purple. Filmmaker oversight, or is she changing colors? Who knows? Next, we have Bad Weather. Probably the most iconic song from Descendants 2 has to be Chillin' Like a Villain. The cast really nailed the choreography, the filmmakers perfected the visuals, and everything was just right. Right? Wrong. Something we all probably missed was that the memorable song was filmed during extremely challenging conditions. No, not a minor problem either. A literal typhoon. It was the last day of filming at that location, so the show had to go on. While we were all enjoying the absolute bop of a song, the cast was singing and dancing through literal buckets of rain, and the sets were blowing away. You can barely see any rain in the movie, which is pretty amazing. The cast braved literal storms to create a fun song and entertaining movie for us, so thanks guys. And now, the classics continue. The series is absolutely packed with references from all our favorite Disney movies. Of course, we notice character cameos, but the devil is in the details, and there's almost too much Disney to keep track of. Here's a quick rundown. Jane, the daughter of the fairy godmother, loves pumpkin pie. Does that remind anyone of a certain carriage? Plus, her ringtone for her mom is the sound of the classic fairy godmother wand. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Moving on, the picnic that Mal makes for Ben includes hors d'oeuvre, beef ragout, and more, all of which are featured in Beauty and the Beast's fantastical musical number Be Our Guest. How do they come up with these things? The references don't end there. Remember The Little Mermaid? Ben and Yuma dance to the movie's iconic love song Kiss the Girl in Descendants 2, and we even catch a sight of Ursula's tentacle, though we don't see the iconic sea witch herself. Apparently, the creators are saving her for a potential sequel. It seems that the references to Disney are endless, as there's a subtle allusion in almost every scene. Gil, the son of Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, uses the song Gaston from the movie to describe his dad. He's quick, slick, and his neck is incredibly thick. That it is. Audrey, Aurora's daughter, is shown to be on vacation in Descendants 2, with Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, the good fairies from Sleeping Beauty. And lastly, although this isn't the last reference, the list is actually never ending. In the original Descendants, there's a reference to a fight among the fairies in Sleeping Beauty. The fairies are disagreeing about what color Aurora's dress should be. One thinks pink while the other thinks blue. There's a subtle allusion to this when we see a wall painted half pink and half blue. A perfect compromise. Of course, we can't forget the Disney cameos. There are a number of classic Disney characters characters that appear in the Descendants film. We know the main ones, the evil parents, but some side characters also make an appearance. We've already talked about Jafar's quick appearance in the original Descendants, but he's not the only Aladdin character to be featured. In another scene, Jay is seen jumping through the marketplace and scaling displays. If you pay very close attention, you can spot a rug that looks an awful lot like Aladdin's magic carpet. Yes, the magic carpet is a character, thank you. It's only shown for a split second, which speaks to the creativity of the makers of the Descendants. There's more Disney than you think in each scene. A fan favorite character shows up in the second installment. Remember a certain charming French candle? It's with the deepest pride and greatest pleasure, get it, that we announce that Lumiere makes a cameo in Descendants 2. It's the subtlest of appearances, and it's very possible that you didn't recognize him, especially since he showed up as a human and not a candle, during the cotillion scene where he acts as a herald. Makes you want to go and rewatch the series, doesn't it? And now we have the villainous restaurants. The Descendants series is all about placing as many Disney Easter eggs as possible in an action-packed musical comedy, and we love to watch the series over and over to discover new ones every time. Another way the creators have incorporated them in the second movie is through restaurants run by some infamous Disney characters. Craving Chinese food? Head on over to Shan Yu's. Yes, the terrifying villain from Mulan. Here you can have some dastardly dim sum. Sounds yummy, doesn't it? Is Greek food more to your liking? Definitely check out Hercules' villain's restaurant Hades Souvlaki, which bears the slogan, "It's under this world." We see you, producers. Lastly, who doesn't love seafood? Well, you're in luck. The Isle of the Lost has got you covered with Ursula's fish and chips. Go visit and you might see Uma, Ben, or even the wicked sea witch herself. Finally, it's Disney fashion. The costume designers of the Descendants franchise have sewn Disney references right into the characters' outfits. It's quite appealing to see the next generation paying homage to OG Disney through fashion, specifically to their respective parents. Examples of this can be seen throughout, but here are our favorite ones. Mal, the daughter of Maleficent, almost exclusively wears purple, green, and black, much like her mother, who sports a grand black and purple gown in Sleeping Beauty and has green skin. We can see her wearing ragged, distressed clothes reminiscent of Maleficent's robe with ragged, distressed edges. Similar to Mal, Evie, the daughter of the evil queen from Snow White, wears a lot of her mother's signature colors. A lot of blue with hints of red and yellow. Even her accessories are a nod to the evil queen, including gold and red hair clips, tiaras, etc., which reminds us of the evil queen's iconic and quite huge crown. She also sports a red heart and is seen holding an apple in many promotional campaigns, which of course is a reference to the poison apple in Snow White. Thirdly, we have Uma, the daughter of Ursula, who makes her debut in Descendants 2. Her costumes are based on Ursula's draconian teal eye makeup. The teal braids and the fringe on her dress remind us of the sea and Ursula's tentacles. We applaud you, costume designers. This is some really smart work. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these Easter eggs did you notice while watching the Descendants movies? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.